Well, you know, News 4 is your local election headquarters. The 2024 primary election is about a month away, and a political newcomer is making an impression.
Paul Bondar is challenging Congressional District 4 Representative Tom Cole, and his ads have even gotten a response from Cole. As News 4's Spencer Humphrey found out, it is unclear if he lives in Oklahoma at all.
They're hard to miss.
Paul Bondar is a successful businessman, devout Christian, and Trump Republican.
These ads began airing on TV this week for a man named Paul Bondar, looking to unseat Congressman Tom Cole.
Tom Cole voted with Democrats for billions in new deficit spending. Paul Bondar opposes new federal spending.
Tom Cole even responded.
Paul Bondar's bought lots of nice things. And Bondar's mansion in Texas, yes, Texas, where Bondar swore he lived when he voted just weeks ago.
Cole's campaign accused Bondar of trying to buy his seat. I wanted to get to the bottom of those claims, so I went to Bondar himself.
Well, I feel like definitely there is a need for somebody to actually step up and run a real campaign.
Bondar spent the majority of the past 2 decades running his own trucking insurance business. He tells me he's never run for public office before, but he threw his name in the hat after some friends of his urged him to run.
It really wasn't something I woke up and said I need to do. Others have said, Paul, I would like for you to consider doing this. We need you. We need you here. So I was asked to run by many.
He says those friends include people like Roger Stone, a national political consultant who was convicted of 7 felony counts in the Mueller investigation. President Trump later pardoned him. Bondar says he recently sold his insurance business, which is based out of Illinois. He still has an Illinois insurance license, though, and on it he lists that he lives in Texas, not Oklahoma.
I've been in a number of different states throughout the United States. Most recently, prior to Oklahoma, I was in Texas.
I found he owns this house on a lake outside Dallas. Bondar says that's true, but he doesn't live there anymore. Instead, he says he bought a 500-acre ranch near Durant.
And we're building a very large forever house on this 500 acres.
He has some temporary accommodations for now.
So right now I'm living in, we have a house that's in Stonewall.
So is the house where you're staying right now, is that what you filed, one of your FEC filings?
Yes.
Except, no. I found his filings with the Federal Election Commission, and he listed that he lives at this house in Norman, not Stonewall. No one was at that house when I stopped by. I also wanted to know about a claim Cole's ad made, that Bondar registered to vote at his Texas address as recently as March.
Is that true?
100% it is. I have a property here.
Are you in Texas right now?
I'm in an office right now.
Is that office in Texas?
You're cutting out on me.
Sorry, is that office in Texas? I just was wondering because you said you had a property here in, like, when you were talking about Texas.
Yeah. I'm at the I was at the town of Duncan last night. And right now I am at an office.
Gotcha. Is that office in Oklahoma?
No, I'm not in Oklahoma right now.
Bondar says he'll be back in our state to campaign, though, next week. In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
The Oklahoma primary will be held June 18th.
And by the way, we're talking more about this District 4 race with Bondar and Cole on Flashpoint. We'll be sure to keep you updated on all the races here on News 4.